Behold, America's top new next-generation military helicopter that will replace the notorious Black Hawk is here, and it can even replace the Apache. It's so amazing it can cross the ocean, fuel other copters, transport 14 troops along with an M777A2 howitzer fast into any battle zone, and fly so fast and low that no radar can detect it. The V-280 Valor tilt rotor is like no other multi-role helicopter in the world, and its features and abilities are beyond intriguing. In fact, it's already shattering records in terms of ferry and combat range, speed, maneuverability, and load capacity. Stay tuned to learn about the Bell V-280 Valor copter that will change the shape and strategies of the U.S. Armed Forces. The story began in 2014 when Bell Textron unveiled a prototype of the V-280 Valor to showcase the configuration and design of the high-speed next-generation helicopter. The company played its cards right in the tough competition with other giants like Boeing, as it made it clear since the beginning that the new copter is focused on the infantry squad and boasts unprecedented qualities and abilities that would make any operation easy to execute. Soon, the U.S. military chose the V-280 Valor and the Boeing Sikorsky SB-1 Defiant to continue with the development of the next-generation helicopter to replace the notorious U.S. Black Hawk fleet. The Bell V-280 was chosen over the Sikorsky Boeing Defiant X on 5th of December 2022. Sikorsky filed a protest after losing the contract, but the Government Accountability Office rejected it. It's not clear how many V-280s the U.S. military will order, but according to estimates, the Black Hawk replacement program is worth in excess of $70 billion. The company hasn't announced the price, which is typical, since U.S. allies will also be able to order this new bird, and thus the actual price is rarely revealed. However, we estimate the price range to be around $20 million apiece, and for the U.S. military to order around 3,500 V-280s, since some experts say that there is an attack variant that can probably be armed similarly to the Apache. Let's take a look at the design and features of this new beauty. The V-280 Valor is a tilt-rotor copter, which means that it has rotors at the tip of each wing that can be oriented vertically for vertical takeoffs and landings, horizontally for forward flight, or to any position in between. It's designed for a cruising speed of 280 knots, hence the name. This means the copter can easily hit 520 kilometers per hour while fully loaded, thus it can cross a 1,000-kilometer wide country in less than 2 hours, which is quite impressive and unheard of. It could even travel faster in case of emergencies by hitting the max speed of 564 kilometers per hour. Another impressive feature of this truly amazing copter is its insane range of 3,900 kilometers by utilizing spare fuel tanks. Mind you, the closest distance over the Atlantic Ocean from North America to Northern Africa is 2,848 kilometers. So technically, this helicopter can cross the ocean without the need to refuel. However, the same doesn't apply to battle states since it has a maximum combat range of 1,480 kilometers. Keep in mind that the combat range includes the return trip. Nevertheless, there are no copters in the world with such a long combat range. This means the V-280, which is also compatible with current American aircraft carriers, can travel up to 740 kilometers from the base to conduct an attack mission and return to the carrier regardless of the weather conditions and visibility. It also meets the U.S. military Level 1 handling qualities requirements, meaning it boasts outstanding pitch, roll, and yaw maneuvers at various altitudes and thus easily achieves operational effectiveness thanks to its digital controls that reduce pilot workload, its high degree of agility, and all-weather and low-visibility performance. During rigorous, repetitive long tests, the V-280 managed bank turns of over 50 degrees, set a rate of climb of 1,372 meters per minute, operated at a sustained altitude of 3,510 meters, and made in-flight transitions from vertical takeoff and landing to cruise mode and back again quite smoothly. Some think the V-280 is just another V-22 Osprey tilt rotor in a new shell, but the truth is it's a whole different and quite intriguing advanced copter. Unlike the V-22, its engines remain in place while the rotors and drive shafts tilt. The drive shaft also runs through the straight wing, which makes the plane sort of invincible since the prop rotors can be driven by a single engine in case one of the engines is damaged and taken offline. It also features retractable landing gear, a triple redundant fly-by-wire control system, and a V-tail configuration. The wings are made of a single section of carbon fiber reinforced polymer composite, reducing weight and production costs. It can operate with a crew of 2, but is designed for a crew of 4 and capable of transporting up to 14 troops and landing them almost anywhere in any condition while evading radar because it features a silence mode that can be utilized at very low altitudes. It also has dual cargo hooks that allow it to carry the heavy 4.5-ton M777A2 howitzer, along with 14 troops, and deliver them quickly into battle zones at the speed of 280 km per hour. From one look at the copter, one would not help but notice that its fuselage is visually similar to that of the UH-60 Black Hawk medium-lift helicopter, but it's not the exact same. Soldiers can also easily and safely enter and exit from the copter's two 1.8-meter wide side doors without interference from the wings, which are more than 2.5 meters high from the ground, thus also allowing gunners to have wide fields of fire. The V-280 comes in 2 configurations, utility and attack. The utility configuration features light armament and is available for export to a limited number of very close allies and is well publicized. However, the attack configuration, which can go head-to-head with the Apache, is sort of being kept a secret and is not for export, well, at least for the next 5 years. Some experts say that 2 different variants of the V-280 would fill utility and attack roles since the design allows quick interchange payloads. If this is true, then the copter can come with an armament kit, and thus the utility version can be turned into a vicious attack death machine and back to utility as the situation dictates. Bell and its program partner Lockheed Martin did state previously that the AV-280 attack variant can launch rockets, missiles, and even small unmanned aerial vehicles forward or aft with no rotor interference, even in forward flight and cruise modes with the rotors forward. Needless to say, we believe them, otherwise the US military would not have selected the copter. The reinforced V-tail structure and rudder vaders are made by GKN from a combination of light but strong metals and composites that further enhance the copter's high level of maneuverability and control. Features in the interior include seats that wirelessly charge troops' radios, night vision goggles, and other electronic gear and windows that display 3-dimensional mission maps. As for propulsion, it will be powered by 2 advanced Rolls-Royce AE1107F engines that have been co-designed with help and funding from the US military to meet its strict requirements as part of the Future Affordable Turbine Engine program. The V-280 is also lighter than the V-22. This was achieved via the utilization of a variety of composites that are used extensively in the wing, fuselage, and tail. Wing skins and ribs are also made of a honeycomb stiffened sandwich construction with large cell carbon cores for fewer, larger, and lighter parts. The copter skins and ribs are paste bonded together to eliminate fasteners. With these measures, costs are reduced by over 30% compared to a scale V-22 wing. The copter has a length of 15.4 meters, a width of 24.93 meters, a height of 7 meters, an empty weight of 8.2 tons, a maximum takeoff weight of 14 tons, and each propeller is 10.7 meters in diameter. What do you think of this new American masterpiece helicopter? Will it become the best in the world? And what other non-American copters can we compare it to? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.